All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back to wrap it up, not just for this day, not just for this week, not just for this month, but of course for the entire calendar year of 2023. Great to see all of our students and members alike inside our live trading room. For those of us still sticking with us, I know that Tiago just left before. I thought I saw a few more of us just split like a banana a moment ago. Great to see Bill, Mark, Jeff, at least a few of our students joining us here, and perhaps a few more of us otherwise on social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, etc. Let's see how long you have me for here in this meeting, because actually earlier today, to wrap up my calendar year, I had some major internet issues. Spectrum, you gotta love them. They always tell you when they restore the internet, but they don't tell you that the internet goes out to begin. Not only that, they jack your bill up $30 without telling you. So without further ado, let's hop into this meeting here. FLJ up like 48 to 50% as I'm talking. And I mean, also looking at the daily chart here for the meantime, there doesn't seem to be too much historical resistance to work with here. So it's a nice trade. You got a bit of an iceberg. You could even see that on my level 3 on the trade station matrix right there at 215. So yeah, I mean, hey, easily enough just to put this on our watch list to begin. FLJ. For those of us still with us here heading into the close, well, hey, I mean, hopefully we could find a runner, and this looks pretty good to begin. I don't expect many of us to have been actively trading this year thus far because, hey, for a Friday, we normally don't expect to be as aggressive, especially from like 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. So, if you were in this from earlier, if you're in it right now, kudos to you. But that's where I say, hey, for the next 90 minutes, can there be more? Possibly. I mean, hey, for now, we'll definitely put this on our list to begin. Now, though, what we'll do is really just go right from top to bottom. Otherwise, of course, we'll talk about the crypto mining stocks here in just a bit. They had a bit of a pullback with the market today. Pop this up on my screen here as well, which I normally like to show at least, the SPY. So on the bottom of my 5-minute chart, you could see the SPY ticker. That's just the stock market essentially just dropping off early on today. I was told that there was a bunch of options expiring today, but that we already went through that. That was already a couple weeks ago for the quadruple witching, triple witching, whatever that was, right? I mean, that was just monthly, yearly, quarterly, whatever. So I think it could just be profit taking given how much we did move up just from the last month and a half. But I think that we're going to see more of a run over time. So, whether it be this afternoon or next week as we go into 2024, hopefully we do see that. But, hey, we'll go from top to bottom here, see what else we could add to our list. This is where dyslexia kicks in. I'm telling you, I swear. Just obviously, I say it with truth just every day in our trading room, but it's for this reason. You tend to see stocks that have the same symbols, that have similar tickers near each other on the gainers list. This happens so frequent. So you got SNTG up 182%, then you got SXTC. Get it? S and the T there in the same. The G and the C look pretty similar, right? So yeah, SNTG. Stock popped up pretty nicely earlier on today from 2 up towards like 8, basically a 4x there, right? So, beautiful run up, but now this thing's selling off. So we're going to pass on it for right now. SXTC, same deal, popped up earlier this morning in pre-market at least there, and then same fate. Now, this CGA was flying on upward. It actually kind of jumped above the SXTC as I was recapping them. So CGA, nice pop here as we just kind of get to this one now. What is this? China Green AG Inc. That's the name of the company and the watermark there. So, hey, we said it earlier today as well. This is the type of time of the day as well, where we're going to see a lot of these like really low float, really small cap stocks make a pop, and very few of them end up being like very strong day trades over a period of time. So this has popped up nice. We're going to put this on our list because it is good timing with this meeting and nice trend so far. The order book is really bad, though. So if this shakes back down 20, 30, 40 cents within a blink of an eye, don't be surprised there. This YCBD trade has been a tease for years. I mean, it's in the name, CBD. So if you're familiar with that and like thought, oh, I'm going to see that make a strong move up, maybe with like the pot stocks over time, or the more CBD becomes commercialized, like, oh, it could pop. Well, maybe certain companies, but this thing has been taking a licking basically since 2021 and even before then. So it's another short squeeze stock. Ended up popping up pretty nicely today in pre-market, but big red candle here for now. So ADTX, same fate. ASTR, not terrible. I mean, it's moving, inching slowly back up to the VWAP price there, but not a great need to add that here at this point. FSR, this was a little disappointing at least. Pushed up a little nicely at first, but really wanted a lot more out of this trade, and it gave us next to nothing. So, from really like 184, 183 price, it pushed up to maybe 193. It's like 10 cents worth. But when you're looking for an extra 7 cents and you're not trying to get out at 193, and then the thing pulls back a little bit, it's like, shit. All right, well, just have to take like a +2, +1. Just get out before the thing really pulls back. I mean, you can't always get what you want. Right now, it's actually inching back up a little bit, I guess, towards that area, 183, 184 resistance now. But for right now, I'm going to pass here. Not really too tempting just yet. All right, you got POL, former runner. Actually, C4 ended up pushing up yesterday. We were covering that in class. So just to check in on that one for the time being. Popped up pretty nicely earlier today, pulled back here. POL, I'm already making that same move just across the given day here. So give me a quick sec here. There we go. Gotta love when your home office is right outside. You're right. You have a nice window up at your home office, and you got someone blasting music from their car right outside your home office. That's lovely. All right, let's see what else we can grab here heading into the close, though. Again, we'll jump back to the crypto mining stocks like Riot, Mara, etc. in just a bit. Oh, speaking of which, traders' dyslexia and whatnot. Remember, we had Sing just on the gainers list as well just yesterday. CING. Well, alongside that, it was also SING for a little blip there. So I guess SING up 9% today. All right. So I really don't see if there's anything. There's not really much else that looks that great here on the gainer side. Nothing really looking like a familiar name. Tal is the only thing that I just want to click on briefly, but this thing is really flat now across the afternoon. Almost looks like a buyout actually, but I don't think it is. I think just the China market's just at this point heading into the new year as well, of course, just flat at this stage. So let's actually get to some of the miners here in the meantime. Actually, we'll jump to the losers list next. But Mara, I mean, it's down 15%. Is it possible for this to squeeze upward into the close? Absolutely. Actually, I do think that there's a great case to see that. Not just because old Josh here likes the Bitcoin stocks, but if you recall, when stocks like Mara and Riot heading into this time of the day are either at the highs or lows, they really don't make continued moves. Like every time Mara's up 15%, you put it on the watch list. Does it really make that like $1, $2 pop higher? No. And that's what we've been saying for a long time. Well, these stocks are down 15% today. Are they as likely to continue to squeeze lower? I don't think so. I don't think so. And with that, Mara could be more tradable here heading into this afternoon with that in mind. And Riot, this is the only stock I am in right now as a trade. Just one of our students, Tiago, is in and out of this from earlier today too. I believe he was watching it just before he also split a moment ago. But just I was chatting with him. I was saying to you folks in the chat board as well. I said, hey, let's see if we can get 1555 to 1560 to act as support. So it shook around for a little bit. Not really my cup of tea to like follow this for 30 minutes flat. But if it's not going to break lower, then there's a case to see that squeeze up. So specifically for Riot Mara, I mean, that's what we were kind of just calling out. CLSK, I'm sure you're going to see this across the board then with the other mining stocks out there. But Riot and Mara have always been the two most active of them. And I favor Mara more than Riot at times, but I like Riot every now and then. So I add both to our list here for potential squeezes. All right. So those two really. The others I don't really have as much of a focus on. Let's just go down the loser side here though for right now, see if there's anything else looking good. Everything here hard to borrow. Got a bunch of stocks are down like 30%, nearly 27%. These two obviously down big. GMM, I'm gonna pass. There's our Canon Trade Bitcoin mining stock. I think we just flashed that just a moment ago. And there's our CLSK. There's our Mara and all the others. AAOI stock dropped off like really nicely earlier today. This got clobbered. Wow. From 22 down to 17, or 18, basically, you'll call it. Pretty sharp move down. The stock we've done pretty well on in the past, just back when it was a bit cheaper. It's moved up, and not that it's too expensive, but with the move up, the order book has thinned out a lot. So it's not always the most tradable stock nowadays, this AAOI, just because of liquidity, but it could be a fun one. All right. So, hey, that was quick. That was brief, but that's for a reason, right? There's not as much out there because, hey, like you see inside our live trading room, we have a bunch of us still with us here, but you might not tend to see certain names because they ended up taking off. They said, you know what? I'm going to finish up the morning, going to finish up the afternoon, driving out to, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, or Colorado, whatever it may be for New Year's Eve with family, just trying to get on the road early. And that is expected, right? Being with Fausto for nearly 10 years, that has been the case each and every single year. So I like what we got. We got a decent list here at this point. So if there is anything else that I missed, let me know. I mean, there could be one or two that's popping right now suddenly. You never know. Would love to see it. Check Benzinga Pro, our trusty scans here. So maybe there could be. There's our FLJ. That one's already on our list. All you need is one, really. ASTR. I don't think that was looking that great before, so it's trying to inch up. So that's the one that we said was like kind of like near the VWAP price. It didn't look terrible. It didn't have a great need to put it on our list just at the time, and well, it's trying to pop up a little bit more for the time being. And over the VWAP, if it could at least hold here, then I wouldn't mind putting more of a focus on it. All right, so you let me know, unless if there's anything else looking twice as good as this. I think this will be the last one I'll slip on our watch list here at the bottom, ASTR. But I like Riot and Mara more for the dead cat bounce, the move back up. FLJ, that's looking pretty sharp here right now. And a couple more, like we said. So, folks, without further ado, hey, just got to do my housekeeping first and foremost. If you're new to this YouTube channel, new to our social media streams and platforms, just look to add us. Just go right to YouTube, especially at Cyber Trading U. Hit the notification bell icon right there. Subscribe. As I say, be a friend, tell a friend. Look to spread the good word of Cyber Trading University. But hey, to you and your own, to you and yours, you and your family, happy and healthy New Year. To our students, of course, most importantly, like Grant, Bill, Margaret, had John before, Lewis, Lawrence, Ray, Jeff, Mark, and all of our students otherwise. We've been saying all across our holiday season here how thankful we are to all of our students just to be a part of Cyber Trading University. It's not just the education that myself and Fausto provide to you, but it's the camaraderie and energy that you bring to us. And, just all of that together, we make for a great team. And, just again, happy and healthy New Year to you and your family. We are so grateful for you to be a part of us. So with that said, folks, hey, we got about 75 more minutes. Hey, we're not done just yet. I mean, I'm going to take a small break off the stick here, and I'll be back on at 3 p.m. We'll be good to go. All right, folks. But hey, best of luck trading. If you're not joining us in our trading room, again, we look forward to seeing you next week into 2024. Of course, with that in mind, the market is closed on Monday, New Year's Day, and we will be back on Tuesday. All right, folks. Take care.